Well, howdy y'all. It's a hot one. I'm not in Texas. I'm in Atlanta actually, and the temperature on the truck says it's 97 degrees. The weather app on the thing says it's 88 degrees. I think it's probably somewhere around 110 degrees because that's what it feels like, at least. So we just finished a load, or not a load. It's a partial drop, two drops. So just finished one in Atlanta, and now I'm gonna go down to Lakeland, Florida, and park down there. In the morning, I gotta deliver at like 8:30 in the morning, 8:30 in the morning. So we're gonna go down there and park, and I'm waiting for traffic here to kind of clear up enough that I can go. Let's see, I know you don't want to look at the back of my neck, but it is what it is sometimes. Ooh, I got a green light. Okay, here we go. So anyway, so we're heading that direction down to Lakeland, Florida. You guys may be curious about, what's been going on, more or less, for the last couple of days, because the last time I did anything was last Monday. I made a video, and I said, hey, this is what's going on. So anyway, so I got the truck back, obviously. I mean, I'm in the truck, so you take Interstate 85 south. I got the truck back, and everything from the shop. They did replace that sensor. They got it out a lot easier than I could, and it ended up costing me about $500 to do it. So it saved me a lot of hassle. It didn't save me any time, and I didn't really expect it to save me any time. I was just more or less wanting it to get done, because I'm tired of looking at that amber check engine light, and I have no amber check engine light. I have not had one in a couple of days. So luckily, I think that was the main issue, and hopefully we don't have any more issues coming up. So that was nice. It's kind of, as much as I give shit to vehicles with computers, my personal vehicles, I don't want to have computers on my personal vehicles, but on the big truck, it actually helps out quite a bit, because it's got a little bit of a diagnostic system built into the computer, and so you can kind of search through the codes and find the codes, and then you can go do some research online and try to figure out what it is that's causing the problem. So, and that's kind of what I did this time, and I was able to say, hey, mechanic, I think this is what it is, and they said, okay, well, we'll replace that. All right, so that's what they did, and like I said, it only cost me about $500, which was kind of nice, and I'm back on the road. Downtime, I mean, I was down for a week, trying to get it taken care of, but sometimes that's the way it is. And in the summertime, everybody's trying to get they're all trying to get their air conditioner fixed. So, I had to have mine fixed. So it was, it is what it is. I had to have mine fixed, I think, a couple months ago. But anyway, so right before the summer started. So anyway, so that's what's going on with that. In the meantime, everything else is fine, running great. Truck's running good. I'm doing good. I don't know how many of you tried. I went out to see the Neowise Comet. I took my brother and my sister and one of my nephews, and we went out to a little place, tiny little town, about 2 hours away from Dallas, to try to see the Neowise Comet, and I got some pictures of it, so I'll put those up so you guys can see those pictures, because I don't think they're too bad. I got my real nice camera and everything, and took that with me, and took some great pictures with of the Neowise, and so took some good pictures of the new van as well. So I took the new van out there, and then we did it again the next night because my mother wanted to go. So we drove out again 2 hours away from Dallas, or Dallas-Fort Worth, out to a place out west, and found a little place. And so we didn't get as much, the pictures were not as good out at the second place, because we were trying to get away from all the light. Unfortunately, there was an orange light nearby, and this was the best place that we could find. By then it was getting dark, so I thought about trying to find a couple other places, but I didn't want to go too much further out. So anyway, so we did that. Like I said, put the pictures up for you guys so you can see that, and everything. And then came back home, tried to get some work done on just bills getting paid, pay some bills. We did have to mess with the headlight issue. I'm still having a headlight issue on the left side of this truck. I put in a brand new plug, which seemed to fix it for about 2 weeks, and then it stopped. And so when I went to go open it, it had broken. So it's like a ceramic plug or whatever, and it had broken. So unfortunately, it's like, so we put in another one, and that one promptly broke. So we put in another one, and that one broke also, but it's working. So we're leaving it, you know, with the hopes that it's going to work just fine for now. I'm going to have to go home at some point in the next couple of weeks and try to get like an actual good Freightliner plug, another one. And then if we're burning up that plug, then I've got to try to figure out what's going on as far as the plugs are concerned, because I've burnt up 2 Freightliner plugs so far. These are not burning up. What they are is they're little ceramic plugs. Matter of fact, I've got 2 of them right up here. Let's see if I can pull one up for you. Matter of fact, this is the one we pulled off, and you can see what it's doing. So, my uncle helped me, by the way. When I say we, my uncle helped me. So, okay. Alright, there you go. That's the plug. You can see what it looks like on this side. That's what it's supposed to look like. But then you can see on the other side how it broke. See that? So, anyway, so that's the problem. And you can see it's already been put on the truck, because you've got the, you know, the wires are cut and everything. So, we took that one off because it broke already. And we put another one on, and I'm hoping that one's going to last for a while, because I don't want to go get another freaking plug for the Freightliner, another headlight plug for Freightliner. But you got to do what you got to do. So, you know. But anyway, so that's kind of what's going on. Owning a truck is a pain in the ass, let me tell you. The trailer that I'm hauling, I've had it for about a month. Looks like I'm going to probably be buying that trailer. So the guy that I'm running for is going to work a down payment out and everything, and so I will probably buy that trailer from him. And I think that's about it on the updates. Really not a whole lot going on. I mean, you know, I've been to Atlanta, I can't tell you how many times. I've been to Florida, I can't tell you how many times. So it rained a little bit yesterday, which was kind of nice, and it rained right as I was crossing the Mississippi River, so that was kind of cool, and everything. Let's see, new van's running great. Pickup truck's running great. One of the older vans is running great. The 90 van's running great. Oh, I think I've come up with a name for my 95 van. I like to name all my cars and weird like that. I think I've come up with a name, and I think the name is Evanescence. So my thought has been, it's a 95, so it's a 90s van, so you should be listening to 90s music, and it needs a name. And who do you think, what's the most popular band from the 90s that I can think of? Is probably Evanescence, or at least that's what I think. So I was like, ooh, Evanescence. So I've sort of named it Evanescence at this point. Evanescence. Somebody said to name it, a friend of mine said to name it Eve for short, or Eva for short, which I might do that. It kind of makes sense, because it kind of has the same color scheme as Eva. But anyway, so it's a name of a van. That's all it is. And I've been working on trying to name all the vans, because I was talking to my uncle about my vans. He goes, which one's this again? And I went, well, it's the new one. And he goes, I haven't seen it yet. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. And he goes, so I named it Snow White for a second. He goes, okay, I get that one. He's seen pictures of it, but he hasn't actually seen it yet. He has seen it now, but so there's the brown van, the gray van, and the Snow White van, the white van. But it's like, I'm trying to name them all. So the brown van was Tatanka, because when I got it, it came from Oklahoma. And then I named it the Buffalo, and I didn't want to name it just the Buffalo. So I went and found the Indian name for the Buffalo, or one of the names for the Buffalo, which was Tatanka. And so I liked that, and so I named it Tatanka. And so it's Tatanka. The big gray van, the 90 van, is a I haven't figured it out. The Gray Ghost or something like that, or it's like the perfect punk van, you know. Like it's what you would expect. It's like some punk kid to get, and then like desperate to repaint it, so he just paints it with house paint, you know, and paints the thing. But it's a punk van, so I'm trying to, you know, trying to come up with a good name for it. So, and then of course the new van is Evanescence. So, or Evanescence or whatever. So, we'll just see. We'll see how well that sticks. It may change. I thought about naming it Amy Lee after the lead singer of Evanescence, but I was like, nah, I don't know if I really want to do that. So anyway, I don't want to give the impression that I'm like this, hugely huge fan of Evanescence, and I am a fan of Evanescence. I'm not a huge fan of Evanescence. So that's kind of the thing. All the cars have names. The Caprice was Bluebird. The Suburban was Basha. My sister named it. I just like the name. So the Mercedes, I have not figured out a name for the Mercedes yet. Let's see. The pickup truck is Nacho Grande because it's crunchy, because it's all rusty and everything, and it's yellow like nachos. So, and then the Mercedes, I haven't figured out a name for it. There was I called it my little German bullet train, but I figured out how to say bullet train in German, or how to say my little German bullet train in German at one point. But it's like, it takes all of that and turns it into one word. And it's one of the longest words I've ever heard. And I figured out how to pronounce it, and I knew it for like a week, and then I forgot it. So, it's probably going to end up being like Heidi or something like that. Something German, Gustav or something like that. But it's probably going to be Heidi or something. And, but anyway, I name my cars. I'm weird like that. A friend of mine who watches my videos said I should do like an in-depth talk about each one of my cars, and I may do that at some point. The next time I'm home, I may try to make one video for each car and talk about each car. I'm gonna probably wait till it's cooler so it's enjoyable outside, because right now it's probably in the hundreds back home. So anyway, that's it. Drill, and I will see you guys out there. I know it's ridiculous, but I'll see you guys later. All right.